Wow.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Just putting up this bulletin board. The place is really shaping up, don't you think?
So, we're even using power-driven screwdrivers now.
Yeah, life of the rich and famous.
You know, I think you'd have someone doing all this for you.
Why? It's my lab. I want to set it up myself.
You're still not used to it, are you? Having people work for you?
No, it just seems like such a waste.
A waste.
Yeah, why hire somebody and pay them all this money if you can do it yourself?
I'll tell you why. Because for the first time in your life, you have money. More than you could possibly spend.
Don't bet on it.
You know what you ought to do someday? Go out and see just how much you can spend.
Donna, that's gross.
It's just an experiment to get used to the lifestyle.
I don't need to go out and spend money to get used to my lifestyle.
So what do you say? You want to go on a shopping spree?
Just to see what I'm made of, huh?
That's it.
Neiman, Saks, all the boutiques. Really do some damage. See what it feels like at the end of the day. I don't know, Donna. I don't know. It sounds like quite a challenge. But I think I'm up for it. If I really worked at it.
Now look, you asked for this. Now you remember that. This is your fault.
What are you gonna do, Charlie? What are you gonna do, man?
No. No, there's been no word from him at all. Yes, I called the airport. Listen, Greg, if he does show up there, you'll tell him to call us, won't you? Yeah, okay. Thanks. Any news from Uncle Charlie?
No. What about here?
Nothing.
Maybe we should call the police or something.
Oh, Dad, what good would that do?
He's sick, Margot. He's out there running around in a cold and he's got a fever. Good God, he could get pneumonia.
Oh, that's what you're afraid of, Jake. Getting pneumonia.
What else?
Aren't you really afraid that Jake might be out there telling his friends and their families exactly what his father did to him as a kid? Come on, Dad. That's your real concern, isn't it?
The Bold and the Beautiful. This portion sponsored by Oreo Cookies from Nabisco.
Eric, how long have you been standing there?
Just long enough.
For what?
Well, to hear about this assault that's going to take place on my bank balance.
Oh, well, why don't you come along? Although it's probably old hat for you, spending money.
Well, not the way you two are talking about spending it.
Not me. I'm just an in-law. On my way out.
Coward. That makes you an outlaw.
Your ally has abandoned you. What are you going to do now?
When in trouble, turn on the feline purr.
Oh, I see. That works every time, does it?
Mm-hmm.
And what if somebody comes through that door?
Well, I'm just the girl from the valley. You're the man with the image.
Yeah, it's crumbling very rapidly, too, isn't it?
I like that. So aren't you gonna lock the door?
Yeah, I'd like to. Except I expect my son to come through at any moment.
Thorn or Ridge?
Ridge.
Well, then you should lock it for sure.
You still upset with him?
Let's not talk about Ridge, okay?
Well, I think you're gonna have to. Just walked in.
Hey, Dad.
Logan, what a lovely sneer. So what's up?
I just had a talk with Bill Spencer.
One of my favorite people. What about?
Your mother?
I suppose it's no use talking to you anymore about Jake.
No, Dad. No, not unless it's in the form of a confession.
You know, Margot, even more than losing Jake, and I've lost him, he's gone from me forever, is what happened to you and me.
I know.
Trust. That's what we had. The trust between a girl and her father. Trust. That meant everything to me.
Dad, it meant everything to me, too.
No, sure. No two were ever closer than we were when you were growing up.
Let's not even talk about this, okay? Because those days are over.
Over. Yeah, sure. But not forgotten. They'll never be forgotten. A man never loved a daughter the way I loved you.
Dad, I loved you, too. You were my whole world. My God. If I had known what you were doing to Jake.
Margot, I don't know when or how, but someday I'll show you that nothing happened to Jake. You remember our song?
Yes.
You are my shining star. I used to sing that every night to you before you went to bed. We've had a lot of good times. The whole family had a lot of good times. And it wouldn't have if I had abused my son.
What is it, Uncle Charlie? Let's hear it. What do you got planned?
Look, if I let you walk out that door, everybody finds out. I can't let that happen.
So what are you gonna do? Come on, Charlie, tell me. Charlie, tell me!
You talked to Bill Spencer about Mother.
Yes, he came by here to see me.
Why would he come by to see you about Stephanie?
Well, he wants to see her, and he wondered if I knew where she was.
Do you? Has she called?
Of course she hasn't called Ridge. Why would she call us?
Sorry, I'm just asking. So why did Bill want to see Mother?
Personal reasons.
Which are?
Well, apparently he and Margot are having some problems, and it appears that he doesn't care who knows about it.
Wait a minute, you saying Bill's interest in Mother is romantic?
Well, I think you could say that, yes. That's the impression I got.
Well, what, did he come to you for your blessing? Did you give it to him?
I find this whole conversation inane.
He didn't come here to get my blessing. I mean, Bill couldn't care less about how I feel about his interest in Stephanie.
What do you think about that?
Ridge, Eric is married to me. Why would he care one iota how Bill feels about Stephanie?
Now, we are touchy today, aren't we?
You two are getting pretty testy with one another, aren't you?
Well, if Ridge would grow up and act his age.
Anyway, what's the situation with Spencer?
Well, he wants to find Stephanie. And he feels that we should have heard from her by now.
Why'd you come back here, Jake? Why'd you do it? Gone all those years living in L.A.? What good did it do? Coming back here, opening wounds that were healing.
Whose wounds were healing? Not mine. Not my parents.
They were doing okay. They were getting used to you being gone.
Yeah, you know, you were helping them. No doubt. I mean, what the hell were you saying, Charlie? That I was trash? A bad seed? Oh, man, I'll bet you just did a real number on me. Especially with Dad.
He's my brother. My only brother. We need each other. More than you need him.
More than I need my father? Are you crazy?
Jake, Ben and I have always been close. That's not so for you and your dad.
That is because I thought he was coming into my room every night and molesting me, when it was you!
Well, even so, you were able to go away. Leave town for, what, 10, 11 years? You did fine without your dad. I couldn't have.
Look, Charlie, you're gonna untie me, and we're gonna work this out with my family. Stop acting like a lunatic, okay? Now, come on, this has just gone far enough like this.
I'm afraid not, Jake. My brother finds out about this. He'll never look at me again. And Helen, what'll she think? No, boy. This is one thing that I cannot let get out.
Listen to what you're saying, Charlie. Listen to what the hell you're saying.
I know what I'm saying.
You're not telling... You're not gonna...
I got to. There's no other way, Jake. You gotta be silenced.
Charlie! What the... Please, Charlie! God, please, don't...
I'm sorry, boy. But you gotta be silenced for good.
Dad, everything you're saying sounds so truthful and it sounds so sincere. But the fact is, Jake was sexually abused. I mean, I don't have any doubts about that.
Honey, I don't want to argue that point again. I can't say any more than what's already been said.
Dad, if you didn't do it, who did? I mean, Jake did not make this up. He just didn't.
So what exactly did Spencer say?
Oh, I got the impression that he felt something should be done to find Stephanie.
Maybe something should be.
Ridge, Eric wasn't part of that conversation between you and your mother before she left. If she's in some kind of trouble, you more than anybody should know.
Oh, now we're resorting to guilt trips, are we?
Well, it's true, isn't it? Eric has nothing to do with Stephanie. It's you and Taylor who talked to her right before she left.
Yes, she was fine then, just fine.
Then why worry?
Because it's been almost 3 weeks now. We haven't heard one word from her.
Then do something about it. Quit standing around here expecting Eric to take some kind of action, when the person who should be taking action is you.
Oh, that's a little rough now, isn't it?
Is it? Well, in that case, I apologize.
Look, I, for one, don't think it's time for us to be pushing the panic button. Now, look, I'm going to go upstairs. I'll see you both later.
Dad. By the way, I did call the police.
You did? The police?
Thorne and I have a meeting with Lieutenant Burke in 1 hour.
All right. Well, let me know how that goes.
Okay. You know, Logan, there's a side of you that can be very, very cruel.
What are you doing?
Oh, just looking at these old pictures. All that talk of the past, I guess it made me feel nostalgic. Here's one of you and me at the fairground. Oh. Here's one of the 5 of us. You, Jake, Mom, Uncle Charlie, and myself. Christmas Eve, 1971. Your Uncle Charlie was living here with us then. Yeah, he had a tough time then. No house, no job. We were all he had. But he managed to pull out of it, though.
Dad? How old was Jake here?
Maybe 4 or 5.
Well, how long was Uncle Charlie living with us?
A couple of years. Why?
No reason.
Hey, how about some hot chocolate, huh? I'll go and make some.
Oh, my God.
No! Shut up and move! Get out there! Did you put that gun down? Just get down there. Go on. Sit down, boy. Sit down. Don't worry.
This is gonna be over real soon.
God! Charlie, don't. You're not gonna get away with this.
Listen to me. This isn't gonna hurt. Just take a few breaths. Don't fight it. It's gonna be just like going to sleep.
Charlie, for God's sake! No!